Shady shit can happen, especially when it comes to site agents. Let me tell you a story. I had some clients that viewed new construction last Saturday and we started negotiations on Monday. And they honestly met me from social media just saying, I need an agent who can represent me with new construction. I said, I'm your girl. I love lowballing new construction. It's like playing a game of limbo. Made the offer to the agent on Monday. Now, I'm telling you now, it was the longest negotiation I've ever had. And I've never been so gaslit from a site agent in my life. So I made the offer on Monday, $15,000 of closing costs, and I asked for an additional about $20,000, $28,000 off of the asking price. But I didn't think that was too bad. So then we're going back and forth. We eventually get to basically where the purchase price was, which originally was $428,000. And I was like, absolutely no problem. You throw in free blinds and I'll go ahead and we'll do what we do. Apparently the reason why negotiations took so long was because there's a different level of sign-offs for it. But I digress. And they were saying how it was supposed to go, and they're like, sorry, we're just having to really hunker down on the prices, and we're having a price increase. So I was like, this ain't the market for a price increase. What are you doing with a price increase? So after a couple days of back and forth, Thursday night, the site agent told me that I should have an answer by Friday. I've never waited this long for a counter and an actual signature ever in my life. And I do 50% of my sales as new construction. But I ended up getting the answer and they're like, hey, no problem, we'll do the purchase price. Well, the contract comes in and this gaslit me. I look at the purchase price and I'm like, weird, why does it say $430,000? I look at the history of their pricing. The MLS still says $428,000. All my documents say $428,000. But for some reason on realtor.com, it says $430,000. Apparently they had to do price increases, but I don't understand how we got hit with the price increase when we were already in negotiations. You can't do that. That's unethical. We're literally in the midst. You almost waited to accept our offer until after you did that, which is and it's actually unfortunate because this is the exact reason why these buyers wanted to make sure that they were represented. One, to get the negotiation, of course, of their lease being able to be paid for because of the cancellation, but also to make sure they didn't have to run through all of this chaos. What would have happened if they didn't have an agent who was basically cussing out the site agent, being like, what the heck is going on? Why are you guys working like this? This is completely unethical. They would have had to basically eat it. And that's not even fair because who knew how much more they could have increased that price to screw over those buyers. End of the day, we ended up going under contract for $428,000 because that would have been unethical if we wouldn't have. But if you need help with new construction, you know where to go.